Ferrari is cooking up a giant surprise while Lewis Hamilton prays for a miracle. Buckle up, Formula One fans, because it looks like Ferrari is about to hit the fix everything button on their 2025 season, and not a moment too soon. Word on the paddock is that the prancing horse is preparing what's being lovingly described as a giant upgrade package. Yes, giant. Like, the kind of giant that makes you wonder if it comes with a free side of redemption and a tiny miracle for Lewis Hamilton. And guess when it's scheduled to drop? Right after the FIA's new technical directive comes into effect at the Spanish Grand Prix, because, of course, nothing screams, "We're fixing it," like a giant overhaul after the rules change. Now, before we start popping champagne, let's get something out of the way. Lewis Hamilton has not been having the time of his life lately. In fact, unless your idea of fun is driving a $1 million red machine that handles like a shopping cart with a flat wheel, things have been bleak. Both Hamilton and his teammate Charles Leclerc have spent the opening rounds of 2025 doing their best impressions of confused mechanics. They've publicly complained that the SF25, a car that sounds like a fighter jet but unfortunately performs like a confused house cat, just can't deliver the goods. Apparently, it can't even find the goods. And by goods, we mean speed. Because if you're trying to take the fight to McLaren, Mercedes, and the Max Verstappen Monologue Tour 2025, you might want something that doesn't tremble when asked to corner. 5 races in, and the results speak louder than the V6 turbo hybrids. Ferrari's dynamic duo are currently sitting 5th and 7th in the Drivers' Championship standings. That's not last, sure. But when your name is Ferrari and you're hiring 7-time world champions, you probably expected to be doing a little more winning and a little less therapy. Let's talk Saudi Arabia, shall we? If you're Lewis Hamilton, you're still trying to forget it. Leclerc, bless him, managed to wring every last drop of potential from the SF25, landing Ferrari's first podium of the season. A much-needed, we're not entirely broken moment. Meanwhile, Lewis? Stuck in 7th. Not a horrible number if you're playing bingo, but in Formula One? It's basically a punch in the helmet. After the race, Hamilton looked like someone who just realized their Uber driver was their ex. "I think I'll struggle also in Miami," he said gloomily, as if predicting his own fate in real time. "I don't know how much longer I'll struggle for, but it's definitely painful." Cue collective sigh. "At the moment, there's no fix," he continued, staring into the void. "So, this is how it's going to be for the rest of the year. It's going to be painful." We can all agree that when Lewis Hamilton, the man with more records than Spotify, is telling you he's resigned to a season of misery, things are not going well. But wait, there's hope on the horizon. Kind of. According to the ever-reliable Italian motorsport grapevine, this time via Auto Racer, Ferrari is preparing to sprinkle a little magic on the SF25. First up, small changes at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Tiny tweaks. Mini fixes. Baby band-aids. And then, drumroll, please, the giant upgrade package. The big one. The motherlode. The everything you wished for but were too afraid to ask update. This epic makeover is reportedly set to include a revised rear end, no, not like that, of the SF25 for the Spanish Grand Prix. Because nothing says, "We've changed," like a new rear end. If you're Lewis Hamilton, this must feel like someone finally tossing you a life jacket while you're clinging to a cooler in the middle of the Atlantic. And Lewis could really use a boost right now. Not just on the track, but in morale. At a recent fan event in London before the Miami GP, he did his best motivational speaker impression. "Please keep your fingers crossed," he pleaded. "I won't give up. We'll continue to improve." And then, pulling out a line that would make Maya Angelou proud, "Still we rise, right?" "Yes, Lewis. Yes, we do. Though preferably in a car that doesn't hate turning." Meanwhile, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur is not panicking. Or so he claims. In fact, he's doubling, no, tripling, actually, make that 2000% down on his support for Hamilton. Yes, 2000%. Someone get this man a calculator. "I will be 2000% behind him," Vasseur vowed, clearly breaking the laws of math and physics. "I will give him support here, and we will start from tomorrow morning to try to find solutions." And that's exactly what you want to hear if you're Lewis Hamilton. That your boss is willing to start solving problems tomorrow. Not today. Not now. Tomorrow. It's fine. Everything's fine. But in all seriousness, Vasseur's not wrong to see potential. He pointed out Hamilton's performances in China and Bahrain as proof that all is not lost. He's convinced the speed is in there, somewhere, hidden beneath the surface like a forgotten bag of snacks in the backseat. "We just have to adjust the balance," he explained. Yes. The balance. That elusive thing every F1 team talks about when their car drives like a seesaw on roller skates. Apparently, the issue lies in how Lewis is working the tires and how the car is reacting. Some kind of endless feedback loop of, "Why are we like this?" But Vasseur remains optimistic. He insists the potential of the car is real. Like a unicorn in the mist, it's out there. And they're going to solve it. Eventually. Probably. Hopefully. The reality is, Hamilton's time with Ferrari was always going to come with sky-high expectations, and an equal chance of disappointment. He's Lewis freaking Hamilton. You don't sign that kind of name and expect a slow start to feel okay. You expect parades. Champagne showers. A Netflix documentary titled The Red Redemption. But instead, so far it's been more like, how I learned to stop worrying and accept the midfield. And yet, despite it all, despite the wobbly car and the awkward results and the existential interviews, there's a weird sort of confidence in the air. Because if anyone knows how to bounce back, it's Lewis Hamilton. And if any team knows how to throw a dramatic comeback party, it's Ferrari. Sure, it may take more than one giant upgrade package to fix everything. It may take several. A few small miracles wouldn't hurt, either. But if the car finally decides to stop self-sabotaging, and if Hamilton gets a machine worthy of his talent, well, then we might just see the fireworks we were all promised. Until then, though, keep those fingers crossed. Still he rises. One giant upgrade at a time.